Yo, so like I'm considering taking a loan, like just a second mortgage on the house to consider getting into Doge. Hey, but yeah, let's talk about that later.
Um,
Good day, folks. We're here to bring you a very important update on MATIC Polygon. We've made brand new all-time highs recently. So in this video, we're gonna break down some technical analysis, talk about what we see happening, both short-term and long-term. We have Mess in here. Say what to the people.
how's it going, guys? And don't listen to this guy. No mortgages, no extra loans. Just be comfortable. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. All right. So, folks, look, we're breaking out bullishly. We're seeing a lot of volume sort of come in this breakout, making new all-time highs. So this is very good to see. But look, for myself, man, the way I would like chart this or get into this, I would honestly want to wait for some more clear price structure to form, because there's no super clear, triangle pattern or something where we can gauge some price targets off. We're seeing long wicks to the upside. Perhaps we could see an extended consolidation phase. So I would personally want to see a bit more price structure start to form before I got into this thing myself.
Definitely. I think the main thing right now, this is mainly driven by the fundamentals. Overall, MATIC right now is providing that layer 2 solution for Ethereum, and it's been having a lot of integration basically. And today we had another project, mstable, that's basically allowing it's become basically it's the latest project that's offering the Polygon or MATIC users access to more Bitcoin and just stable coins liquidity. And basically it's the most latest project that's also being that's actually adopting that second or using the second layer solution from Polygon. And it's basically right now we're seeing a lot that's happening with Avi as well, utilizing that second layer solution. And I think this is mainly fundamentals driven. We're seeing it being reflected on the price action overall. And just like you said, we went all the way down here when everything was retracing. It was still getting bought up. We're seeing those long wicks to the bottom, that even when MATIC is actually going all the way down, you're seeing a lot of accumulation happen as well. We're not really staying on those bottom levels for a long time. The 30 cent acted as a nice support. And overall, yesterday we had a very nice day. We pushed from the 38 cents, 38.5 cents, all the way to the, what do we have? 57, I remember. Yeah, 57 cents. Then we closed way above the previous closing prices we had. So right now we're seeing a bit of retracement, but it's just telling you that there's so much positivity around MATIC. Obviously what we're saying, Bitcoin could be right now Bitcoin is retesting some very critical support levels that we need to maintain. So whatever happens with Bitcoin could also affect this. But overall, you're seeing that retracement happen right now. You got a bunch of traders that are trying to jump into the market, but MATIC is definitely doing big things on the Ethereum network, and you can see it being reflected here.
Yeah, 100%. We're getting lots of adoption. That's what's driving this uptrend here. Like you said, we're seeing buyers come in every time we retrace and break down. Immediately, long wicks to the downside. Buyers are really in the market. Right now, we're seeing long wicks to the upside. So let's look at our indicators here to try and get a sense of kind of the macro direction of what's going on. Why don't we begin by, let's say, looking at the daily here. So daily looks strong. We've had a bullish crossover in the daily MACD. Very good to see. I believe we're seeing a bit of bullish divergence here on the RSI as well. We draw a trend line like so, but we could also draw a trend line here, and we could possibly anticipate a bit of resistance at these regions, which makes some sense. So if we're where did that RSI go? Did I exit out of the RSI?
Just Control Z.
Control Z
again. There we go.
All right, there we go. So we're seeing a bit.
You're welcome, by the way.
Gracious. So look, folks, aren't I lucky to have a technical analysis expert all the way from France? So look, we're seeing bullish divergence here on this RSI. We could anticipate some resistance here on this RSI. If and when we break out bullishly from this trend line on the RSI, that should be our cue that MATIC is ready to see a further bullish continuation. So let's keep looking through our different time frames here to see what up. So daily is looking strong. So 12 hours strong as well. Although RSI is getting in the overbought territory, stochastic RSI having a bearish crossover. Starting to see some potential weakness, some potential signs that we could see a pullback. Yeah, we're starting to see the MACD histogram starting to tick down on the 6. weighted MACD down, stochastic down, RSI making moves to the downside in the overbought territory. We're even seeing that this red candle, if this red candle closes the way it does on the 6 hour in 3 hours and 40 minutes here, this would be a bearish engulfing candle, because this candle body would be greater than the candle body beforehand. So whenever we have like a red candle greater than the previous green candle, that's what's known as a bearish engulfing candle. So we are seeing that bit of weakness in those lower time frames. 2 hour MACD seems to want to have a bearish crossover, and 1 hour did. So I think some kind of pullback here in the short term is perhaps well warranted. In terms of potential pullback targets, I think at the very least maybe retesting these previous all-time highs at about 53 cents makes some sense in my opinion. We'll see here, we kind of had some candle bodies reacting off these regions and near these previous all-time highs. So yeah, no, what do you think? This is where I think we're going to retrace to at the very least.
Yeah, so something to keep in mind here is the fact that we still have 9 hours and 43 minutes for the day to closes, so which is pretty fine, but we still need to see how that ends, where this candle actually ends, because if we end up having the closing price below the opening price, then I think that's definitely gonna forecast more of a prolonged retracement back down here, which is something to anticipate. So that's what we're saying. Anything that happens with Bitcoin today, Bitcoin is testing those as critical support levels, so I think that could also drive the market down. But overall, if this candle actually closes below, then I think we're going to see continued retracement. If we're looking at the daily, definitely this is the first thing we'd be looking at, somewhere at the 54 cent region, somewhere at the 50 cent region, which is also a more of a psychological region as well. But my point here, what I'm trying to convey, I guess, there's a lot of things outside of this chart that's adding to this, right? The chart is not everything. What's happening outside, so traders only look at the charts, but overall, we have some great things that Polygon is doing that's driving this price action, and we're seeing really massive movement to the upside for the past couple of days here. Yeah, like Polygon pushed all the way up to what, like 63% movements. So a retracement is granted, and right now, yeah, those are the levels we should be looking at. Even if we're looking, if we just maybe yeah, the indicators are not here, but overall, today was the first or second day that MATIC has a positive buying momentum, which is definitely caused by this massive candle that we had that skewed the results for sure. But overall, a retracement is granted. We need to see where this day closes. Just want to bring this to your attention. And also we have a couple news articles here for you to actually delve into the details and see what we're talking about in terms of how Aave is also utilizing Polygon's network, and how mStable is actually also migrating to Polygon, and all these adoptions that you need to also keep in mind. So I think, man, Polygon, there's a lot that's going to happen still. I think it's going to play a very crucial role with the Ethereum development at the moment, until Ethereum starts to pick up, and Ethereum's second layer starts to play part in this. So right now, it doesn't really, this candle here from yesterday doesn't make sense from a technical standpoint. We're not just going to shoot up. We really anticipated a lot of resistance to happen on the 44 cent here, and we expected, this to continue to retrace down. But definitely the fundamentals are what's driving this price action. And yeah, you just need to be careful of how this goes over here. So it still looks good if you're a long-term investor, a long-term holder. There's just a bunch of noise for you. It's not really a lot to keep in mind. But if you're trading this or trying to have MATIC at a more of a discounted price, I would say definitely see where this day ends, because I think it is granted that we have that retracement for sure.
Yeah, look, and I would also add, even in terms of potential entry, like, the fundamentals for MATIC look great. The technicals are a little concerning. You can see a little bit of, excuse me, of a pullback here in the short term. That doesn't mean it's the end of MATIC. And again, these previous levels we've mentioned, kind of, 53 cents, 50 cents, and so on, could be potentially good dollar cost averaging opportunities. If you're going to dollar cost average, if you're a long-term investor, you want to chase those dips. You want to chase red candles, not green candles.
There you go.
Yeah, no, 100%. And so I would also just add, check out our channel sponsor, Atani. Atani is a kind of a one-stop shop for all your exchanges. You can connect all your exchanges and trade through one dashboard. They also have very helpful tax features. So help make your life easier. Check out Atani. Link for that is down in the description below. That's kind of my final 2 cents here. I'll get any final words.
Definitely, just like we always say, make sure you understand the risk within this whole thing. Obviously, we just bring this to your attention for you to take a look at it, hoping that you actually do your own research and build up your own confidence in what you're invested in. So always do your own research, always read up, or always try our best be as objective as possible. So yeah, we'll provide those links for you in the description. Read up on it, try to understand what's going on. And yeah, if you like the analysis, definitely like the video. If you have any comments, if you agree or disagree, if there's anything you want to call us out on, then for sure also leave in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and have a great day.
Take care, folks.